There are certain couples in Hollywood who have managed to do the impossible, maintain a loving, lasting relationship in the spotlight. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos were that rare gem. For decades, fans have watched them laugh together, raise a beautiful family, and defy the odds of celebrity marriages. But now, in a heartbreaking turn of events, a dark cloud has settled over this beloved couple. The news has left fans in disbelief, grappling with the devastating reality. Something happened, something no one could have expected. Mark Consuelos, a vibrant and endlessly charismatic figure, known for his roles on shows like Riverdale, All My Children, and of course, as co-host alongside his wife on Live with Kelly and Mark, has become the center of a shocking and tragic update that's shaking the entertainment world to its core. Kelly Ripa, always the voice of energy and humor in the morning, hasn't been herself in recent appearances. The light in her eyes dimmed, her usual quick wit subdued, and now we know why. The truth behind her silence has surfaced, and it's a truth too heavy for words. According to close sources and multiple reports, Mark Consuelos has faced a tragic and life-threatening situation. Initial whispers hinted at a family emergency, but now, the heartbreaking reality is confirmed. Mark was involved in a critical medical emergency, an incident that has since taken a deeply sorrowful turn, one that has forever changed the Ripa Consuelos family. Those who know Mark remember him as larger than life, a devoted father, husband, and friend, a man who made time for his fans, who stood by his wife through every career high and personal storm. His passion, warmth, and humor endeared him to millions. But behind the scenes, not everything was as perfect as it appeared. Just days ago, Mark was rushed to the hospital after suffering a sudden and severe medical crisis. The details remain closely guarded by the family, but reports suggest it was cardiac-related, a shocking twist for someone known to be in peak physical health. Eyewitnesses describe a frantic scene, Kelly by his side, trembling and tearful, refusing to leave the emergency room. The hospital staff worked tirelessly. There was hope, but soon, that hope was replaced by dread. Kelly was seen later, her face buried in her hands, comforted by close friends and family. In a moment that speaks louder than any words, she clutched Mark's wedding band tightly in her palm, a symbol of their love, a love that now faces its most painful chapter. Fans immediately flooded social media, prayers, candles, tributes, all pouring in from across the world. Celebrities who had worked with Mark or known the couple personally voiced their sorrow. "I'm absolutely heartbroken," one former co-star wrote. Mark was one of the kindest souls I ever met. For years, Mark had battled quietly with health complications, though he never made it public. Close friends say he never wanted the sympathy. He wanted to be strong, for Kelly, for the kids, for the fans. But sometimes, even the strongest break. The couple had just recently celebrated a milestone -28 years of marriage. They had renewed their vows privately, away from the cameras, in a ceremony attended by only their children. "We've been through everything," Mark had said in a recent interview, "and I still look at her like the first day we met." Those words now echo painfully in the hearts of fans who watched them grow together, laugh together, cry together. Kelly, now faced with unimaginable grief, has remained out of the public eye since the incident. Her silence says more than any press release ever could. Those close to her describe her as devastated, numb, and utterly broken. But also, they say, she's trying to be strong for their 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. The Consuelos children have been seen entering and exiting the hospital, heads low, holding hands tightly. A family shattered. The network has released a brief statement expressing their support. "Our hearts go out to Kelly, Mark, and their entire family during this deeply painful time. We ask that everyone respect their privacy as they navigate this tragedy." But the fans aren't letting go. Across every platform, from Twitter to Instagram, heartfelt messages continue to pour in. "Mark Consuelos made my mornings brighter. I can't believe this. He was more than just a TV star. He was a symbol of love and loyalty. I'm praying for Kelly. No one deserves this pain." One video making the rounds online shows a touching moment between Kelly and Mark just weeks ago. They were hosting their show, playfully teasing each other about breakfast habits. Mark leaned in, kissed her cheek, and said, "I'll love you forever." At the time, it was a sweet moment. Now, it's haunting. There is something uniquely shattering about losing someone so full of life, so recently seen laughing, dancing, living. The disbelief is part of the pain. It doesn't make sense. Family friends say Kelly has leaned on her faith, drawing strength from spirituality and meditation. She's trying to find peace in the middle of the storm, one friend shared. Though no official confirmation has been given about Mark's current condition, insiders have described the situation as critical, with some using the heartbreaking phrase "preparing for the worst." Still, others cling to hope. Fans have begun gathering outside ABC Studios in New York, placing flowers, cards, and photos on the steps, turning the building into an impromptu memorial. Mark's former co-stars from All My Children have reportedly held a private vigil. "He was like a brother," one said. "We just can't believe this is happening." Even beyond the entertainment industry, the ripple effect has been massive. Talk show hosts have paused their scripts to offer thoughts. News anchors have briefly mentioned the heartbreak before switching back to their headlines. It's clear, this isn't just another Hollywood headline. This is a personal blow to millions. Kelly and Mark's love story wasn't just theirs. It belonged to all of us. We rooted for them. We saw ourselves in their story. And now we mourn with them. In the midst of all the chaos, a touching detail has emerged. Mark, even as he was being transported in the ambulance, reportedly whispered Kelly's name. That was the last thing on his mind. His wife, his soulmate. A detail that has left fans weeping. If there is one thing this tragedy reminds us of, it's the fragility of life. How everything can change in a single moment. How love, no matter how deep, is still subject to fate's cruel hand. For now, the world waits, hopes, prays, grieves. Kelly, if you're reading this, if somehow these words reach you, know that you are not alone. The world is holding you up in this moment. You've given us decades of laughter, warmth, and light. Now it's our turn to send it back to you. Through every candle lit, every whispered prayer, every broken-hearted tweet, we are with you. And to Mark, whether in spirit or in strength, your legacy is secure. Not just as an actor, not just as a husband, but as a man who loved fully, laughed freely, and lived fiercely. We love you. We miss you. And we'll never forget you. Fans around the world are mourning after devastating news involving beloved actor and TV personality Mark Consuelos, husband of Kelly Ripa. Known for his charm, warmth, and enduring relationship with Kelly, Mark's sudden and heartbreaking medical crisis has shocked the entertainment industry and left millions in disbelief. The couple, married for nearly 3 decades, were the definition of Hollywood's soulmates. Openly affectionate, endlessly supportive, and always real. But now, tragedy has struck in the most unimaginable way. Mark was reportedly rushed to the hospital following a critical medical emergency, leaving Kelly Ripa and their 3 children shattered. As tributes pour in from friends, fans, and fellow celebrities, a somber cloud hangs over the Live with Kelly and Mark studio. The world watches and waits, hoping for a miracle. In the face of uncertainty, Kelly's strength has been unimaginable. She's staying close to family, leaning on memories and love as she navigates this overwhelming grief. We send our deepest condolences to Kelly, Michael, Lola, Dokin, and everyone who knew and loved Mark. This is more than a news story. It's a personal loss for so many. Please keep the Consuelos family in your thoughts and prayers. Light a candle. Share a memory. Celebrate a life that touched millions. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or messages of support for Kelly and the family. Rest in peace, Mark. Your love, your laughter, and your legacy will never be forgotten. This isn't just the loss of a talented actor. It's the heartbreak of losing a husband, a father, a friend, and a man who meant so much to so many. Mark Consuelos wasn't just Kelly Ripa's partner on screen and off. He was the heart of their family, the soul of countless memories, and a man whose energy lit up every room he entered. From his early days as Mateo Santos on All My Children to his unforgettable run on Riverdale, Mark captivated audiences with his passion and presence. But behind the cameras, he was even more inspiring. Devoted to his family, grounded in love, and always full of life. Kelly and Mark shared a bond that fans admire for decades. Through every laugh, every tear, every candid moment on air, they reminded the world what real love looked like. This tragic turn has left fans and friends heartbroken, searching for comfort in the memories he's left behind.